What's up, guys? What's up? I've been there talking about McDonald's. I like to think of the dollar menu as a payment plan for diabetes anyone can afford, you know? They said I'd never lose my foot to a disease, but look at me now, Dad. I started a new job today, and they were going over all the rules, and a thought popped in my head. If a mentally challenged person is late to work, is it okay to call them tardy? Or is that just really offensive? Like, sorry, I was tardy, boss. Don't say that about yourself. Never say that about yourself. I lost my virginity to a girl I didn't know, which my friend said was a bad idea, but it went pretty well. Until I woke up the next morning and I was like, bitch stole my innocence. God damn it. I realized recently that eating a candied apple is like making love to someone who's really good at foreplay, but really bad at sex. It's like you start off and you're like, alright, I like where this is going. This is really good. Yeah, you know what I like, you know what I like. What's that? What? I don't want to finish this, I'm sorry, I really don't want to finish this. I wonder if there are any blind epileptic people, and they just have no idea they have the disease. I think it would suck if they got cured of their disease and then to celebrate went to a rock and roll concert, saw a strobe light, and died in the same day. I think if I were deaf and I was cured of my disease, I wouldn't tell anyone for like a week, just to see what they've been saying about me my whole life, you know? I would just freak them out one day and they were talking about me and be like, yes, I washed my hair this morning. I had to face something recently, part of growing up. I realized my grandparents are going to die, but I'm not super sad about it, you know? Because I'm a good kid, and I actually visit my grandparents, so I know how they live. It's like, I feel like most people visit their grandparents on like holidays and birthdays, but I visit my grandparents on Tuesdays. So I know that sleeping 16 hours a day to 24 hours a day is not a huge jump. I feel like you can spot the people at the funerals who only visit their grandparents on birthdays and Christmas. They're always crying like, I can't believe they died. He had the best life. Every time I saw him, he was eating cake and opening presents. I heard that men who drive large trucks are trying to make up for having a small penis. And I was like, that's the dumbest idea ever. It's just going to look smaller next to the big truck. You don't know anything about scale, do you? That's why I don't have a car, and I only carry a matchbook car in my pocket. So I tell chicks, I'm like, I would pick you up, but my penis is actually bigger than my car. Some people would say that's a good thing. I don't know. What do you think? I realized recently that I kind of hate everything. Like, pretty much everything. I hate almost everything and almost everyone. But I'm still nice to people, you know? So it makes me really mad when I see people who are just, like, in a bad mood because they're late to work. I was like, oh, you're late to work? I thought honestly today about if the world blew up, and I wasn't sad about it, but I smiled at you, don't I? Jeez. I have some friends recently who wanted to cheer me up. So they took me to a nightclub, and at that club, they were playing dubstep music, which I also hate. If you haven't heard dubstep, it's like good music, but it's not good music, you know? Like if the Beatles, instead of playing music, had kidnapped Jimi Hendrix and raped him to death, like that's kind of what dubstep is. You go to the club and they tell you to dance, and I'm not a dancer, and they say, you know, do what comes natural. So I strangled the DJ with his headphone cables, and I got in a lot of trouble. Thanks, guys. That's my time. Yeah.
Josh Wagner. Woo! We love stuff in Germany.